Number one, stop drinking alcohol. I personally made this decision back in July of 2019 because we were expecting our first child, and I decided that I just wanted to be my very best, and alcohol prevented me from being my very best. Even in the smallest ways, it just held me back from feeling great and feeling like I was thriving. And I gotta tell you, ever since I stopped, I felt so much better. I'm healthier, I'm at a better weight, and I just have more energy. It's made me a totally better person. So if you've even considered making this choice, I simply want to encourage you that it's been a great choice for me personally, and I really think that you can do it if you choose to make that effort. Number two, stop eating junk food. Stop eating junk food if you truly want to thrive and be your best. Even if it's just like, oh, once a day I have this little snack or candy or whatever. Like, if you truly want to be your very best, junk food is holding you back, period. Whether you want to be a great spouse or partner or parent or significant other or community contributor, or you want to be the best performer for your clients or for your team, whatever it is that you're doing, it's the tiny decisions that can help you to accelerate your success, or it's the lack of making those important tiny decisions that can hold you back, like eating junk food. Number three, stop watching the news. I made this decision years ago, and the people that I also know who made the decision to stop watching the news have decided for themselves that it's been one of the best decisions they've ever made. And for me, that's absolutely been the case. I gotta tell you, I'm not sitting here trying to explain to you that you need to stick your head in the sand and have no clue what's going on in the world, but I am here to tell you that for most people, it's just this habit of turning on the news or looking at the things that grab our attention when we pull up our computers. And it's the tragedies and the challenges and the obstacles and the crazy things that the news is using to grab our attention and to get us pulled in. And the truth is, it's important to know what's going on in the world, but it's absolutely holding you back from thriving in life if you are feeding your mind with this garbage from the news media on a consistent, daily, regular basis. So just cut it out, and you absolutely will start to feel more energized and less held back by the negativity of the news media. Number four, stop scrolling social media. Listen, I'm a big fan of social media. I believe it can be a powerful force for good in the world. It can inspire you, it can uplift you, it can teach you, it can educate you, give you perspectives that allow you to enrich your life and tap into your greatest potential, which I hope is what you're getting from this message right here. But what I also know for certain is that if you just sit on the couch or you're sitting there taking a break from work and you scroll, you are wasting your life away. If there are particular people you want to pay attention to and be inspired by, great. Proactively seek out their content. Subscribe to their newsletters. Be notified when their podcasts or their YouTube videos are coming out. Go find them, search them when you're getting on Instagram or the other social media platforms, but don't just scroll your life away. Number five, stop being judgmental. Yes, I'm judging you if you're being judgmental. Just kidding, kind of. Here's the thing. If you're judging other people or what their situation is or how they decide to move through life, what you're forgetting is that everybody has different ways of seeing the world. We all have a different worldview. And what that means is we all make decisions based on the lens through which we see everything. So if you want to sit there and judge other people and spend your time thinking about other people in that way, then you're holding yourself back from having the energy that you could be using to move forward down your path towards a better life and greater levels of success, which is similar to point number 6, which is stop gossiping. If you're spending your time talking with other people about other people, then you're not in the position to be as successful as you possibly can be. The truth is, people that spend their time talking about other people aren't going very far in life. In fact, they're probably not going to do very big things at all. And if you are spending any amount of time today gossiping about what other people are doing or not doing or what situations they're in or what problems are going on in their life, then you need to just cut it out. Stop it if you truly want to feel great and thrive this year. Number 7, stop being a jerk. And even if you're the nicest person in the world, or most people say you're such a nice person, do you have those times? Get honest with yourself. Do you have those times, those moments, those interactions where you're not the nicest person in the world? I can tell you that I've certainly found myself there. In fact, I have sometimes found myself being that way with the most important relationship I have, my wife. And it's not that I'm trying to be mean or a jerk, but sometimes I'm just trying to move so fast that I forget that I need to be empathetic and kind and caring. And it's not how I want to be when I'm being a jerk, when I'm just trying to like rush through and give the facts and say, let's do this, let's go there, let's blah, 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 and like just going fast. Sometimes it's important to just slow down and remember, don't be a jerk. And if you need a reminder for yourself of that, here it is. Don't be a jerk. Number 8, stop being stubborn. Now listen, I'm a big believer in being stubborn in the right situations. If you're moving down a path and you're fighting obstacles and challenges and adversity, it's important to be stubborn and not allow other things to take you off that path and to say, I'm going down this path. I will not quit. I will not stop. I refuse to give up on creating this result that I want. That's a good time to be stubborn. A bad time to be stubborn is when you're trying to explore other options or paths or having discussions with other people. If you are stubborn in conversations with other people, they will not want to have conversations with you. I'm not saying give in on your values and don't hold up your standards when you're having conversations. What I am saying is don't be stubborn when you're having conversations and trying to collaborate cordially with other people. This leads to number 9, which is stop staying closed off to other perspectives. The number one way, maybe even the only way to expand and enrich your view of the world, let's tie that back to the other things we've talked about, meaning everybody looks through the world through a different lens. If you can enrich your view of the world, your perspective, now you have more choices, more options for how to be, how to show up, how to communicate, how to speak, how to move forward. And so if you can stop staying closed off to other perspectives, you can then gain other perspectives into your own perspective. And now you've enriched your view of the world such that you're more empowered to move forward faster, to take other paths that might get you where you want to go more effectively. Number 10, stop saying yes to things that you want to say no to. Stop saying yes to things you want to say no to. Now, if you're a people pleaser, which I have been in the past, and sometimes it still bubbles up for me, if you're a people pleaser, this is going to be one of the most difficult things to stop this year, but I'm promising you, it will be one of the most important life-changing decisions you make. Now, here's one way to quickly do that. As you're looking to make decisions and people are making requests of you, don't immediately respond with yes. Say this, you know what, that sounds really interesting. Let me take some time to think about that because everything in me just wants to say yes and help you out because I know this would be beneficial for you, but I got to make sure that this fits within the constraints that I have and the capacity that I have right now with everything else on my plate. So let me think about it and get back to you. And once you've said this to the person, they're going to respect you because they're like, wow, you actually really want to say yes, you want to help me, but you're going to take time to think about it. I respect your decision-making process. Number 11, stop saying no to your dreams. Stop saying no to your dreams. What that means is if you're doing other things that are diverging you from the path of moving towards creating the vision of the life that you want, you got to stop saying no to your dreams. You got to start saying yes to doing the things that allow you to make the progress that you truly want to make to get where you want to go. And my hope for you this year is that you stop saying no to your dreams and you start saying yes to the possibilities of the incredible future that you have the potential to create in your life. Now is your time. Stop saying no to those dreams. Take action, move forward. And I'll finish this video after I get through the 23 points with 3 specific things you can be doing to take action and move forward. Number 12, stop giving in to bad habits. Now, the reason I mention it in this way, like it'd be easy to say, stick to good habits, but you have to refuse to do the bad habits that you've done in the past. There's certain behaviors or actions or ways of communicating that haven't been the best for you. In fact, you probably call them my bad habits. But have you ever refused to stop doing those bad behaviors, those bad habits, those things that don't support your growth, that don't empower you to be your very best? You have to refuse to fall into the trap of those bad habits this year to have greater energy, to feel amazing, and to thrive in life. Number 13, stop following the crowd. If you do only one thing from this list, stop following the crowd. Why? Because if you're still watching this video, it means you know that there's something special inside of you that you are destined to do and create in this world. And if you want to do something great and special in this world, that means you want to be above average. And average, by definition, is basically what everybody else is doing. And so if you follow the crowd, then you're doing what everybody else is doing. You will not stand out. And if you want to do amazing things in this world with your life, with your gifts, with your voice, with your message, with your creativity, with your contribution, you have to refuse to follow the crowd. Number 14, stop watching TV shows and movies when you should be improving yourself. Do you ever find yourself binging Netflix and in the back of your mind you're like, man, I probably could be reading a book right now, or man, I could probably be creating content right now, or man, I could probably be working on creating my business or my website or my social media or whatever it is that I want to be doing. Back to that vision and that dream that we talked about. By watching the Netflix or watching all the other shows, show after show after show, hour after hour after hour, you are saying no to your dreams. And that's what I'm trying to get across to you. Stop saying no to your dreams, and do that by stopping watching the television shows and scrolling social media when you know there's something you can be doing and action you can take to move down the path towards those dreams and goals and visions that you have for your life. Number 15, stop feeling guilty for being your authentic self. I used to feel trapped earlier in my career. I felt trapped, like I had to be this particular person in the professional role that I was in. And I felt like I had to show up a certain way. And little by little, I started chipping away and letting my most authentic self shine through. And over time, I've gotten better and better and better and better at that. And what I can tell you is it's so freeing and empowering and lifting. And I feel inspired just by being my authentic self and expressing my truest, highest, fullest self in the world. And if you or someone else can't stand my authentic self, that's okay. Shut off the video and do something else. Go watch somebody else. But for you, I can promise you that the right people will resonate with your message, with who you are, with how you show up, with the gifts and the talents and the skills that you have if you express your authentic self. And when you do that, you will come alive. And when you come alive because you're expressing your fullest, most authentic self, amazing things can start to happen for you, and they will start to happen for you. I can virtually guarantee that. Number 16, stop feeling bad for being different. This ties back to 15. Stop feeling bad for being different. If you're different, it just means you're being uniquely you. And if you're being different and other people, the vast majority, 90-95% of people are like, wow, this person's really different, then what that means is you're not following the crowd. You're not doing what everybody else is doing. You are choosing to show up as your full, authentic self. And that will open up doors that you've never seen open before, because people want different. People want different, period. If you're trying to get better in your career, if you're trying to find new career opportunities, if you're trying to start a business and attract clients or get people to pay attention to your content on YouTube or podcasts or other social media, if you can be different in a way that's authentic to you, you will attract the right people to you to open up more of the best opportunities for you to thrive in life. So stop feeling bad for being different. Number 17, stop rushing through life. And you're probably thinking, wow, you are flying through this video, JJ. You are talking so fast. You're kind of rushing through this video. Yes, in moments, I try to go as fast as possible. I never or rarely try to rush. I catch myself if I'm rushing. I remember being a quarterback when I was in 6th grade, my very first time playing quarterback in 5 years of football or 4 years of football. And my coach would remind me over and over and over again, be quick, but don't hurry. And to me, when you hurry, you are rushing. And if you rush, you have a better chance of not being as effective and powerful and creating the results that you truly want. So stop rushing through life. The other piece of that is that when you rush through life, you miss the most amazing moments. I sometimes find myself trying to rush through getting my 3-year-old and my 1-year-old ready, or moving in the right direction, or getting to the car, or on to the next thing, or to nap, or to bed, or whatever. And then I got to catch myself. I got to slow down. So I'm like, man, these 2 little babies are growing up fast. And I want to really, really soak this time in. So when I find myself rushing, I just want to slow down so that I can soak it in and I can appreciate it and feel it in my heart, my entire soul, and being that I appreciate this life and I'm in awe of the gifts and the blessings that are all around me. So stop rushing through life. It's a reminder for me as well. Number 18, stop thinking you have to be a billionaire by 32. Listen, most people way overestimate what they're going to accomplish in 1 or 2 or 3 or even 5 years, but most people vastly underestimate what they can achieve, who they can become, what they can contribute and create in 10 or 20 or 30 years. So if you're 31 right now, as an example, and you're like, man, I'm making 60 or 70 or 100,000. I'm nowhere near that billionaire that I wanted to be by 32. I don't have prospects for a business. I don't have any investment opportunities. I don't have whatever. Like, I'm not even close kind of thing. Give yourself grace and know that you're getting better and better. And as long as you follow these stop doing things that I've been listing and the rest of them, you will best position yourself to accelerate your success and achieve some incredible things over the coming 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years of your life. Number 19, stop losing sight of what's most important. This kind of ties back to the don't rush it thing. Stop rushing life means take time to focus on what's most important. Maybe that's a spouse or partner, significant other. Maybe that's your kids. Maybe that's your family. Maybe that's your work. Maybe that's your mission. Maybe that's your community. Maybe that's a parent or a sibling or somebody that you care about or a cause you care about or the people that you reach with your message and your podcast and all this stuff that you're creating or your business, whatever it is. Stop losing sight of what's most important, and every single day remind yourself of what's most important to you in your life. Focus on those values, focus on those priorities. Everything else will start to line up. Number 20, stop making decisions based on societal norms. I talked about this a little bit when I said stop following the crowd, but this is more specific to when you are sitting there looking to make decisions like, what should I do? This is not the time to say, what is everybody else doing? If you are asking yourself the question, what is everybody else doing? When you're looking to make a decision, the vast majority of the time, that will be the wrong decision. Stop making decisions based on societal norms. It's not always the best. In fact, very often it will hold you back from going to your next level and breaking through to the success that you truly desire and deserve. Number 21, stop believing in other people's talent and potential more than your own. You have greatness inside of you. You have something special. You have amazing gifts in you. Like, I just believe this to my core. But so many people stop believing it and they look at other people who are doing similar things to them and they say to themselves, you know what? That person's already further ahead of me. Or you know what? This person that's next to me and doing something similar in the same situation, I can tell they have more talent and potential. So I'm going to back off and I'm not going to really pursue that thing because I'm probably not going to make it anyways with all these really talented, potential-filled people around me. Stop thinking that way. You must start believing in your own potential. I'm promising you right now, you're capable of so much more than you're even starting to believe or imagine. Number 22, stop thinking we live in a zero-sum game in life and business. Embrace the abundance mindset. When you believe in abundance, then you can create incredible things. You can collaborate, you can create, you can do, you can become such incredible levels of success in every area of your life. If you win, it doesn't mean someone else loses. If someone is winning, back to the last point we made, if someone else is winning or other people are winning and really talented, it doesn't mean you don't have talent and potential. It doesn't mean you can't win at the highest levels in every area of life. This is not a zero-sum game. Have an abundance mindset, and you will do incredible things with your life. Number 23, stop letting your dreams slip through your fingers. Take action by doing these 3 things right now. Number 1, decide what you want to achieve. What's your big dream? Number 2, decide the easiest step to move towards that dream right now. Number 3, take that step.